G'day and welcome back, and this week I thought we might look at why I decided to become a chiropractor. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Ryan Hislop. I'm a chiropractor here in Australia, and we're going to look at what led me to being a chiropractor to the point that here today we're in a large private hospital and medical centre helping thousands of people. Now, for people just finishing school or even looking for a career change, this experience may be something that really resonates with you, making that decision to head down a pathway of helping people as a profession. So my experience growing up, I hadn't come across chiropractors, and my understanding of them was quite limited and probably somewhat skeptical. And going through school, I had quite a passion for health, sport, and really looking at how the human body could function the way it's meant to. And so leading into the end of high school, there was different experiences that led to the point of me looking at a pathway down healthcare. Now, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to be a doctor, a nurse, a chiropractor, a physiotherapist, an occupational therapist, a speech pathologist. However, there was a few experiences that led me towards looking at more of the hands-on approach to healthcare. And I think my desire was really driven down using my hands to help people. Now, this could have been in, say, surgery, podiatry, chiropractic, physio, and I still really wasn't decided upon what I wanted to do. So in the last couple of years of study, I was actually with a friend at the time who was going to their chiropractor, and I decided, hey, listen, I'll tag along, I'll see what it's about. I'd seen physios before, I'd had operations with surgeons before, but I'd never seen what a chiropractor did. And so she took me along with her to see Dr. Anthony Nicholson, who is a very highly regarded chiropractor in Sydney, and one that actually ended up teaching me at university as well. However, we went to Dr. Nicholson's office, and he'd been helping my friend with spinal pain and also her scoliosis that she'd had for some time. And she could not speak highly enough of him. So sure enough, went along and had a look and saw what happened, and it blew my mind. I had no idea what he was doing or why he was doing it, except that it constantly helped my friend feel better. She moved better and she functioned better as a result. So that intrigued me. I thought, well, let's have a closer look into this. And I really wasn't sure how chiropractic sat with me. I wasn't sure if it was all just this weird and wonderful alternative medicine. However, as I started to go back and see what Dr. Nicholson was doing from visit to visit, I could see that it was a very highly rigorous and scientific approach to looking after the spine, and something that wasn't this brand new thing in healthcare, but it had been done for thousands of years. And it was first documented with Hippocrates thousands of years ago. And it was almost the original modern medicine that was used to treat people in pain. So with that knowledge, I jumped in the deep end and put in my preferences for university, and thankfully enough, I'd had a score high enough in my high school results that enabled me to get a direct entry into the chiropractic program. And the way that works is initially for 3 years, you do it's almost like a pre-med. So you do 3-year science course, and in the chiropractic science course, you add on to that science degree the chiropractic side of things with anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, differential diagnosis, and of course the chiropractic treatment side of things with the hands-on therapy. And I thought, you know what, I'll give this a go for 3 years. If I really like it, great, I'll continue on through into the clinical masters. If I don't like it, it's fine. I've got a science degree. I can then go off into another area of healthcare that I might like, whether it be physio, medicine, dentistry, and no time's lost. However, through that 3 years, I gained a bigger and bigger appreciation for essentially what this profession could offer for people, that it was evidence-based, that it was scientifically structured, and this was essentially the future of conservative care for the spine. So, finished the 3-year degree, graduated, got accepted into the clinical masters for 2 years with the internship as well. And the rest is history. I must say, for any person that's looking to do the chiropractic coursework, the first 3 years is very theory heavy. However, once you get into the clinical masters, all that theory makes sense and you start to apply it in a practical way. that allows you then to help people, which you get the first taste of in your internship, where you're supervised by a fully qualified chiropractor and the professors of the university, and you start to help the public and really make a difference. So since then, my story's been, I guess, one of consistent growth and understanding of what we do for people on a daily basis. And through the last 12 years, I've helped thousands of people feel better, less pain, function better, return to things they haven't been doing in their life because of, I guess, their body developing signs and symptoms over time of deconditioning in the spine. And we've seen those lives transform and change. And the amazing thing with what we do is this has a vast effect on that person, not just because it reduces their pain, but allows them to go and do things with their life. It allows them to be parents, it allows them to play with their kids, it allows them to work. And it makes such a difference in their life that really is the most rewarding part. Yes, every day we get people out of pain, but actually seeing those lives transform in front of your eyes, from someone who often turns up almost angry that they have to be there, to smiling when they come through the door because they're so happy for what you've done for them. This is a great profession to go into. If you're someone that wants to help people on a daily basis without the need for drugs and surgery, a strong emphasis on good, solid diagnostic skills, and then applying manual treatment to help them, rehabilitation with exercises, different types of traction, and then getting pre and post results in what you're trying to achieve so that you're objective about it, then I'd say chiropractic is a great profession to get into. In terms of where to head beyond that, the first 5 years, I'd say, for anyone that's just graduated, really is the foundation for your education and your professional life as a chiropractor. There is so much more out there, and we're starting to see, particularly in Australia, but also internationally, subspecialties developing out of that. Whether it's in sports, pediatrics, neuromusculoskeletal medicine through an international academy. In Australia, we're starting to develop titling programs so that these sorts of educational pathways and pathways into a deeper understanding of certain parts of the human frame can be recognised. In Australia at the moment, the AICE, or Australian Institute of Chiropractic Education, is just getting up and going, where there's fellowship titling. And I think this is a great avenue for the profession, because really you never stop learning. And to have a direction that you're passionate about, that's rewarded with titling, and then you can give back to the profession and the public at large, is a great thing. So my story is quite smooth and simple, and there's plenty of chiropractors out there that have had experiences that have led them to be a chiropractor. For me, it was simply that I just wanted to help people. And I'm so thankful that I've entered this profession where I can do that on a daily basis. Now, if you've got a friend or family member that wants to become a chiropractor, please hit that like button. That's going to get this word out there so people can hear about this. And I look forward to hearing about your story in the comments below. Have a great day. Take care.